Mobile operators are facing challenges today that they never anticipated, and they're being driven by the fundamental change in subscriber behavior that is enabled by modern smartphones. The Apple iPhone being the most prominent example, but the Android platforms are not far behind, and everyone expects them to yield the same kind of behavior changes. The rise in data volumes is an order of magnitude or two higher than these 3G networks were ever designed to support. In the dense urban and sophisticated consumer environments that they're covering. And as a result, the teams that are responsible for the performance of those networks are looking at every technology they can find to respond to this challenge and in fact this opportunity. As they think about deploying these new technologies, of course, there's the opportunity for them to create the kind of user experience that the handsets are driving people to desire. So the industry press likes to play up sort of artificial conflict between different technologies in order for them to get more eyeballs to their websites, which is good for them. But when we talk with the operating teams that we're working with, they come back with an and, not an or, equation for the different technologies. So LTE, more spectrum, femtocells, Wi-Fi, all of these things they expect to use in combination because the rise in traffic demand is so great. If you sum all of the technologies together, you may in fact be able to recover from this fundamental change and serve customers with what they desire. Wi-Fi represents a significant opportunity for mobile operators because of the additional capacity it can bring to their networks. Unfortunately, the mobile operator engineering community has to date had a fairly love-hate relationship with the technology. They recognize the potential, but they're concerned about the fact that it operates in the unlicensed band where interference and their lack of control over quality of assurance to date has prevented them from thinking about it as a potentially strategic tool in their arsenal. And the other component of it is Wi-Fi networks to date, hotspots and so forth, have been fairly fragmented and disconnected from the 3G network. So it's very difficult to create the right kind of seamless subscriber experience. The good news for mobile operators is Ruckus has actually addressed all of these challenges, and we've been doing so for years in the real world with a long list of Tier 1 broadband operators. So if you look at the subscriber experience piece, we have a couple of tools to deploy there that help you provision the smartphone so that it will find the right network and authenticate automatically. We have the back-end networking pieces so that you can manage the APs and the subscribers and plug seamlessly into your 3G architecture without disrupting it and without demanding that it spend a lot of its time working with the microtransactions associated with authentication and roaming within the Wi-Fi network. And most important, underneath all of these applications, we have unrivaled performance in the unlicensed band driven by our unique smart antenna technology in combination with a lot of other tools for network optimization. Underlying the subscriber authentication and 3G network integration elements of the solution, we offer unrivaled performance on the radio layer in a number of different dimensions, and these are absolutely critical to the success of a 3G offload application. One of the questions that comes up most often with radio network planners in mobile operators is, what do you do about interference? And it's a natural and important question for them to ask because if you think about where they're having problems with traffic in dense urban environments, in sophisticated consumers' homes, those environments are the places where they're most likely to find other Wi-Fi access points, either from the residents themselves or from hotspots or other network operators. Frankly, it's potentially a big mess. And so the beauty of our solution is that we have proven year in and year out through many, many different applications that it is entirely possible to deliver rock-solid performance in the face of that kind of interference by simply controlling where you put your radio energy and where you listen. Incorporated into each of our APs and every network that is built using them is a combination of patented technology that controls radio energy at the AP, as well as controlling how the network is optimized around the individual radio environment that each one of them faces.